I'm surprised. Some bloke came up into the street. I didn't even recognize him. And he said, "Oh, yeah, what you told me 5 years ago, yeah, it changed my life." And I went, "Really?" And then he bought me a coffee, and I was trying to remember him. I couldn't remember him. So I was thinking, so you sometimes say things without knowing their power.
Before you do that, can I just add to what you
Please.
said there? So, and I think I'm a big believer that life can change in the course of a conversation. So that kind of like, I 100% what you just said about the guy that you helped 5 years ago, and that sometimes we really do underestimate what we say and the impact that it can have on other people, and especially when it comes to sharing experience, because it's that much more practical sort of stuff rather than the kind of conceptual book smart stuff that we spoke about earlier. The other thing, like, I don't have an exercise, but a game, but an exercise that I found super, super helpful was journaling. And it's kind of really understanding how you think, why you think it, and just kind of just seeing your thoughts down in black and white on a piece of paper. Just, it can be and especially if you're keeping track of them and you go back and read them once a quarter, once a month, whatever the case might be, you can see all of that. And I think that you really get to know and understand yourself over time as well. And that's, that's going to be the good stuff. It's going to be the bad stuff as well. But hopefully there's more a sense of self-acceptance when you see the bad stuff, because it's not really bad. It's just maybe your father or your mother when you were young didn't accept that kind of behavior. But then if you find healthier ways to express it as you get older, it actually becomes maybe one of your best qualities. So I think there's a lot of value in journaling.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, it was only from a process of writing my book that I learnt about myself and what you just described. So, a literal transfer of that. Now, where's my sticky note gone? Oh, it's that one. Right. Okay. So this is from George Bernard Shaw. I'll even be as arrogant as to put myself on camera. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, no, that's not it. There it is. Hold on. This is the true joy in life, being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one, being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I'm of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live, it is my privilege to do for it what I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me, it's a sort of splendid torch, which I've got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. So I saw Jeff Goldblum on Graham Norton, and he came out with that, and I went, ooh, so I got it down, and it very much encapsulates what I do. Resonate with you too?
100%. I think the first time I read that, I didn't like it, because for me it brought out burnout, and it was like, I don't want to work myself into the ground. But from in that point in time, I was in a job that I didn't like, so it was like, what, you want me to work myself into the ground doing something I hate? Why would I want to do, and then arrive to death and be like, I need a holiday? But now it's like, I get to do what I want, rather than I have to do this stuff. And it's like, there is no burnout. If you love what you do, it's not burnout, it's passion and purpose. So it's interesting how that same turn of phrase, or that same sentiment, can mean such different things when you're in such different places mentally.
Very good, very good. All right, well, listen, we've lost one of our contributors, but I think have covered some interesting ground. The purpose of this recording, so I will chop this up into little sub 5-minute episodes, and the idea is that you share it on your posts, because when they hear you speaking about something, and we've covered some pretty heavy issues, which will resonate with a lot of people, being powerless, being what's the word for that, for the men you used? I can't remember the word you used, but there was a word you used. So I think the talk, when we post it out, will be very good. Obviously tag me in and then I'll share it and comment. And if you just do them whenever you do them over the next few weeks,